Going to walk you through how to create a character trait essay outline. We are going to be making an outline that is pretty similar to what we would call a box and bullets or sometimes a box and dots outline. The first thing that you need to do is put the heading of this work on the top of your notebook page. This just makes it easy for you to find later. I also want you to go ahead and put the date on. I am creating this video on 10/28, but you should write whatever date you are actually creating your outline on. The first thing that we need to do is come up with a claim. So for my purposes today, I'm going to be using the character Roger from the story Thank You Ma'am. So the first thing that we have to do is figure out what kind of character Roger is and why. So a really easy way of doing this is just deciding, is Roger an admirable character, as in a character we would look up to, or is Roger an unadmirable character, a character who we would not look up to? And after I read the story and did a bunch of notebook activities, I decided that Roger is in fact an admirable character. And when I looked at my other notebook work, I realized that Roger is bold. I realized that Roger is polite. And I also realized that Roger is trustworthy. And these are three positive character traits that all help me to realize that Roger is admirable. And once we come up with this is our claim, we've actually done a lot of the work. So I'm going to go through and come up with my reasons. And my reasons are actually going to function as my topic sentences of my paragraphs later. So Roger is an admirable character because, reason number one, he is bold. Roger is an admirable character because reason number two, he is polite. And finally, reason number three, Roger is an admirable character because he is trustworthy. So right there, we have our claim and we have our three reasons or our three topic sentences. What you need to do now is actually go back into the text and start trying to find some evidence. So I did this work before I started the video just to help us move a little bit faster. And I found that Roger is bold in two moments of this story. So the first time that we see Roger being bold is when he's out at 11 o'clock at night, and that is on page 1. The second time that we see Roger being bold is when he realizes after he's washed his face in Miss Luella Bates Washington Jones' apartment that he could run, and that's on page 2, but he doesn't do those things. I also found two pieces of evidence to show that Roger is polite. So the first piece is on page 1, where Roger just simply says no ma'am. He says no ma'am a lot in this story, and it all shows that he is polite. The second time that I felt like Roger was polite is he asked Miss Luella Bates Washington Jones, do you need someone to go to the store? And that was on page 3. Lastly, I had to find some evidence that shows that he's trustworthy. So I said that he was trustworthy when he tells Miss Luella Bates Washington Jones straight up, I wanted a pair of blue suede shoes, and that was on page 2. And then lastly, there was this great quote where the narrator says he did not want the woman not to trust him, and that was on page 3. So I have a claim, I have my 3 reasons or my 3 topic sentences, and I have 2 pieces of evidence with page numbers that support each one of those reasons. After I have all of this, I am ready to start writing a character trait essay outline. Remember, you can rewind, pause, and rewatch any parts of this video if you need a refresher. Good luck.